And welcome back to another video. I'm going to answer a very common question I get on what software do we use to schedule our customers in our detailing business. Now, we might have 1 customer a day, 3 customers a day, or 5 customers a day. It just depends on the workload. So I'll talk to you about the software that we use, Jobber, and kind of the process that we do in order to, when we talk to them, get the details, book them in, and some of the automation that goes into that. Here, maybe that's better lighting with my hat turned around. All right, so the software that we use to schedule all our customers in our detailing business is called Jobber. We've been using them for 3-4 years now. Now with Jobber, it is expensive. If I pull it up right now, I think their starting tier is, I actually don't know. But with Jobber, I actually don't recommend you get Jobber because it is a bit more on the expensive side relative to other softwares out there. So Jobber starting off, it's $49 a month, $29 if you go annual. The Connect plan, which is $139 a month, or $99 if you go annual. And then their Grow plan, which is the plan that we're on, is $279 per month, or if you go annually, it's $199. We're actually on a current on a 3 months trial on their Grow plan, so we're paying $167 per month. Anyhow, I don't recommend Jobber just because I don't recommend it unless you're at the point where you need a robust software to handle your scheduling and customer management. Okay, so if you barely have, let's say, 4 customers per week, right? I wouldn't advise you to pay for any software. Use a free trial or use a free tier that they give you with limited features, or just use Google Sheets. Because when I had hundreds of customers in my Google Sheets, and I was tracking everything with them on there. I was tracking their name, email, address, phone number, the services, the price, the frequency of visits, the notes. Like, I kept everything in a spreadsheet for free for many years. Like, I racked up hundreds of customers in that spreadsheet. Now, do you have to wait that long? Probably not. But the thing I do want to recommend is don't go out looking for software just to say, I feel like a business. I'm using software now. Once you get to the point where you're handling customers and you're making money, and you're kind of missing reminder dates because you're doing everything manually, or it's getting a bit more cumbersome to handle, that's when you actually go get software. Not just because you started your business and you want to feel professional. That's not the point of getting software. So this is Jobber. So obviously I'm gonna blur out literally everything because there's personal information on there and I don't want that to be on YouTube. So I'm gonna blur out just about everything because I don't have a dummy account. This is like our actual customers' information that we're showing here. So, but you can tell by the colors. So if I'll go back a few ones just so I can see if there's like more colorful ones. Okay, that's better color. Okay, so this is September. In September, how much did we make? I think we made August, September. I think in September we made like $17,000. So this calendar reflects $17,000, I believe. So in the blue, we have in blue, it's shop based. Okay, so in Jobber, and here's the thing, no software does everything that you want it to do. Okay, no software literally does every single thing that you want it to do, right? There's gonna be a little nuances here and there across every software where it's like, I wish it did that. It doesn't. So here's a little workaround to get to the end goal that you want, right? So Jobber actually doesn't allow you to separate shop versus mobile, because this is more like HVAC, landscape, plumbing. So they're always going to the customer's location, right? So with this one, they don't actually give you an option to do shop or mobile. But the way the workaround that we did it was, when we're assigning a team, we created a team member that says R3, that says the shop. So basically what we do there is, when we're assigning the team members and it's at the shop, when it's assigned, there's a rule in the setting that says, if we assign this team member, turn this job blue. So anything in blue means it's at the shop. If it's green, as you see down here in this bottom corner, if it's green, that means it's a mobile job, meaning it's out in the field. Now, when it gets grayed out, like you see here, I don't know if you can tell that well, but when it gets grayed out, that means we've completed the job. Now, a lot of these, on some of these, we simply didn't mark the job complete, no big deal. Here in the pink, those are days off. So when we type the word when we type the word off in the calendar, the rule is it turns purple. So that's when we know if you see purple, someone is off. This ugly gold brown looking color, whenever we type interview, it turns that to that ugly color right there. So that at a glance is how we can easily tell what's what, okay? If it's blue, it's at the shop. If it's green, it's out in the field. If it's purple, someone's off. And if we have the color black, like we have here on the 30th, that means it's a redo. That means we went out, we did the job, and for whatever reason, good or bad, the customer wants us to go back out there to touch something up. That's considered a redo. That goes on the calendar, it turns black, so just so we can color identify it. Obviously, you want as minimal redos as possible, and here we actually have 2 redos for the month, so that's not good. So that's the basic of like just looking at it at a glance. Now, on how we have it written out is that it's going to be the customer's name, which you're not gonna see, and then next to it we abbreviate, or is it acronym? Is it the acronym or abbreviate? I don't know which one, but we're going to abbreviate the service. So for us, we have like, let's see here. I'll just pick one at random. Right here, we have this FIC plus OR. So that means it's a full interior cleaning plus odor removal, right? That's how we're able to quickly tell at a glance what we're doing for that day. For instance, on, let's see here, let me look for another one. For this one, on the 10th, it was a FIC PW/WW. So that's gonna be a full interior cleaning. And since it's a comma and a slash, not just comma, I know it's gonna sound weird, just stick with me here. Everyone knows that it's gonna be a full interior cleaning, and it might be a premium wash or a wash and wax. So it's not set in stone. We have to probably confirm with the customer once we get there. But for sure, it's a full interior cleaning, comma, PWWW. That means it might be a premium wash or a wash and wax. Let me give you another one right here. Here on the 25th, it says FIC plus AIO. So that's a full interior cleaning and an all-in-one. So that is just another, again, a quick way we're able to look at the schedule in itself. Now, if we open one up, again, you're basically not gonna see anything here, but it gives us a little tab that we can click on, and it gives us more information about the service. So it tells us who the customer is, the job number, this one being 880. It allows us to see the notes that we inputted for the customer. So here, that's where we're gonna give the actual price. So a lot of times we're giving out quotes. So if we click through some of these, it's gonna say like this one, it says FIC, full interior cleaning, 230 to 270. If I just click on another random one here, it says, so for this one, it's a full interior cleaning and a wash and wax, because it says FIC WW. And then on the job notes, it says full interior cleaning 200 to 240, and the wash and wax is a set number of 200, and the engine cleaning is $50. Now, this is where we communicate everything to the tech, meaning if there's something that the customer asked for, requested, is concerned about, wants us to pay more attention, wants us to inspect or whatever, everything is communicated through the notes. That way, whoever goes out there just looks at the notes and says, okay, the customer said this. Okay, the customer is worried about this. Okay, the price is gonna be this. So if it's a price range, right, the tech will go out and give the final price. We give them the price range. Obviously, we try to train them and give them the best education to see, how to best properly price within the price range that they're given. But they do the final price at the field, but we give them the price range. If anything comes about where something's not, like, it wasn't discussed or wasn't brought about or we didn't put it in the notes, then we'll simply have the tech call us, no big deal. But we put all communications, if the customer said anything, wants us to address anything specific, it goes in the notes, because that's how we communicate the job. If we ever have to reference anything back, we can look at the notes and say, hey, yeah, on the 3rd of this month, this customer requested this thing, is in the notes, so that allows us to do that. So a few other notes that we get here is the team, which you're just able to put down who goes to who, and it shows up on their calendar what jobs they have for the day. Then the location, so whether it's mobile or whatever, it just shows the location, and then it gives us the start time and end time. Now, if we actually click into where it says view details, it gives us a bit more information. So on the right hand side, it's gonna say call or directions. Now that's good for us. On the call one, that's more for the mobile app, because on the mobile app, you're able to click that button and it immediately calls them. So that's fantastic. That way, when when the tech gets out there, instead of like, I don't know, looking for a number, they just click it, call it, and it gets to the customer. Obviously for the directions, that's super easy. You click it, tap it, it takes you straight to Maps. Most softwares are gonna do the basic things across the board, right? Everyone's gonna let you like have that option to call someone. Basically, like most CRMs are gonna do just about the same. A big reason why I go with Jobber is because it's one, I know it's gonna sound funny, but like you guys that like to spend so much time with tools and products, I like spending time with nice software. So I chose Jobber. One of the bigger reasons because it's nice software. It's good software. As far as like, it looks nice. It's pretty. It's like, you know, it's nice software to play with. If I'm gonna be in software every single day, I'm not using old, janky, ugly looking, like, I'm just not. Like, that's not gonna happen, you know? So that's a big reason why I chose Jobber. But for me, at least, like, this is just how I look at things. Like, Jobber, I think, has raised around, like, I don't know, like $100 million in funding over their lifetime. So that means there's a bunch of money going into the R&D, to support teams, to software development, to outreach programs, to, you know, like all these things. So I know they have money behind their product, like big money behind their product to make it better and better. Well, next is on the right hand side here, you'll see that it says reminder. So for us, we have an automated reminder go out. We have an automated email go out 3 days before the detail appointment, and then we have a text message reminder go out 2 days before the detail. Now, the reason why we do that is it gives them, and they have to confirm those, of the two messages, email or text, they have to confirm one of those messages. Meaning they have to click and confirm, says, yes, I'm confirming for our appointment on Friday. Now, the reason why we do it 3 days and 2 days is just to give us more of a cushion. If the email goes out 3 days before, and the text message goes out 2 days before, and we check their job, and it's, let's say their job was on a Friday, and Thursday is when let's say Wednesday, the 2 day prior text message goes out, right? And they still don't confirm, and their appointment is on Friday. That means we still have Thursday to reach out to them to confirm manually. So the automated reminders go out 3 days and 2 days before the appointment. If they confirm, we're good to go. We're gonna show up on Friday. If they don't confirm by Wednesday, because that's when the text message goes out, then we're gonna personally reach out via phone or text message on Friday, and say on Thursday, and say, hey, are we still good to go? Okay, fabulous. If so, we're gonna show up on Friday. If they don't confirm, that's when we debate and talk like, what are we gonna do with this customer? So that's how we do that. In addition to that is that when we booked the customer into Jobber, we're actually able to send them an appointment confirmation, basically saying, hey, your appointment is on Friday the 8th at 9 a.m. That's it. They don't have to confirm anything. It's just saying, hey, we've booked you in. So it's just one of those things like, yes, it's in the books. I have a notification. Okay, we're good to go for that date. So that's how we use that. Now, if we click on here, this is on info. If we go to client, it just gives us the client information. Of course, you're not gonna see any of this, but it's gonna say their name, their number, their email, and we can click into here and get more information based on what we've given to that customer's profile. And then on the right-hand side, it's gonna say note details. This one, that's more for like internal messaging stuff. We don't worry about that. If we do get photos sent from the customer, we will add them here. That way the tech or any of us prior to going to the job can just see the photos and see the condition that it's in. But that in a gist is how we're able to manage that. And that in itself is just basically the primary way we use Jobber. There's a lot of other things there's a lot of other features that it has that some of them we do use and don't use. So for instance, we don't use their payment payment processing features yet, just because they don't allow for tips. And you know, like every month we make between like $500 to like $1,200 in tips. So to not be able to accept tips is like, that's just not possible. I've talked to the support and it's in queue, like on their roadmap to put tips on their processing. But until then, we're not going to use Jobber. We're going to use Square. Like I said, I know other softwares that use the tip feature, and you know, like that's fine. Like I'm sure, like those softwares, there's going to be other ones. There's going to be other features in those softwares that aren't going to have what Jobber. You know, so it's like I don't look at it like, oh, if they don't have it, it's like, dude, like no software does everything that you want it to do. So there's a lot of other features that I can get into, which I'm not, just because that's like the main bulk that everyone always wants to see is like, how do you schedule customers? Where do you schedule customers? So I'll leave it right there. I'll link it down below. I don't know if I have an affiliate link, so I'll look. I had one for a while, but I never wanted to, like, I've been wanting to promote Jobber, but because the biggest reason why I don't promote Jobber, I've told their support team, the biggest reason why I don't promote Jobber is because they don't allow tips on the payment processing. I don't want to like say, hey, you have to go get this, and you're still gonna have to use Square, even though we do, right? But it's like, and once they allow for tips on their payment processing, then I would be very happy to promote it a lot more, because like then it'll be an all-in-one thing, and you can use all their reporting systems and stuff. But that gives you a high-level overview of what we use Jobber and how we, again, please don't just go and get Jobber. Like, don't start paying for it just because you want to feel like you're in business and you have a few customers. It's really about, you only need software, or you should only, you know, bring on more expenses once you have the revenue and customers to justify that. You know, you don't have customers, you're not making money, there's no reason why you should go out and get any software, not Jobber, but any software. Use Google Sheets, it's free. Use a free plan on another software and let that get you by until you're ready to actually pay for software. All right, I'll wrap it up right there. Let me know in the comment section down below. You can check the video description for any links that I have, and I'll see you guys on the next one. The mic is right here, but I'm talking over here, so I keep on trying to look over here or face this way to talk to the mic, but you guys are actually to my left. Anyways, all right, bye-bye.